I was going through my 45 RPM records today, and I ran across this little 7-inch gem. It's called Getting Acquainted with Sears. And like I said, it's a 7-inch record recorded at 33 1/3 RPM. Apparently it was given out to new Sears Roebuck employees or to prospective employees. And the other side of the record is an introduction to your job. Especially prepared for Sears by Earl Nightingale. 33 1/3 RPM, copyright 1965, National Training Department, 707, Sears Roebuck and Company. So let's give this a listen, see what you think about it. Of course, the 1960s was a time when American stores still actually meant something, and they actually cared about the customer and the products they sold, as well as their employees, which is likely an era that we'll never see again. So give this record a listen here.
This is a word of welcome and some information about Sears, the world's largest general store. Have you ever given much thought about what it takes to become the largest in the world? Sears was started in 1886 when Richard Sears, the 23-year-old station master of North Redwood, Minnesota, started selling watches. He moved to Chicago and hired a watchmaker named Alva Roebuck, and now, 3/4 of a century later, you can still buy a watch at Sears. But you can also buy just about anything else under the sun. Mink coats and pots and pans, swimming pools and food products, a tank of gas or fishing tackle, a TV set, or a Christmas tree. Furniture, footballs, freezers, fire extinguishers, farm equipment, fencing, floor covering, phonograph records, or female finery. Everything in that big familiar Sears catalog that's as much a part of the American scene as ham and eggs can be purchased at a Sears store. Sears has 11 catalog order plants, more than 1,100 catalog sales offices, and more than 800 retail stores in the United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and Central and South America. There are over 70 large central warehouses and more than 50 major service and repair shops. More than 250,000 people work for Sears. There are close to 10,000 service people who work to keep Sears' great reputation for quality and service on top where it belongs. Sears' annual sales are a multi-billion-dollar operation, making it the largest merchandiser in the world. But believe it or not, Sears is just getting started. And since there's no limit to the future growth of Sears, there is similarly no limit to your own growth potential with Sears. Sears believes in the policy of promotion from within. Most of Sears management people work their way up through the ranks. With this policy, you have the opportunity to progress within the company on the basis of your individual ability, merit, and effort. Nearly half of all Sears executives are under 40. The wages Sears pays are as high or higher than those prevailing for comparable work. But the amount of money you will earn at Sears is determined just as much by the nature and quality of your work as by the number of years you've been in your job. Your work performance will be observed from the first day and will be reviewed with you periodically by a member of store management. Pay increases based on your productivity will be considered at regular intervals. When you advance to a more responsible job, you're eligible to receive a pay increase in keeping with your new activity. But how far you go and how much money you earn with Sears is strictly up to you. And there are many more benefits than just good wages when you work for Sears. There's the 10% employee discount on your purchases, paid absences from work, and depending on your length of service and the hours you work, holiday and vacation pay, life insurance, hospitalization, surgical and illness benefits, and after a year with the company, Sears' famous profit-sharing plan to help guarantee your future financial security. Then there are the Sears people you'll meet and with whom you'll associate. You can learn and improve yourself just by watching them and by asking your department manager when anything puzzles you. You will learn of all these things and of Sears' rules and regulations in your training handbooks and from your manager. There isn't a better place to work than Sears for planning your lifetime career. But let me remind you of a few reasons why Sears is the world's largest merchandiser and what will be expected of you. Sears is the biggest and the best for a very simple reason. It brings the best products available in the world to the most people at the best price they can possibly get, and then gives them the best service on the products they buy. To tell the people about these products and services so they'll come in the stores, Sears spends millions of dollars in advertising. That's the story so far, but none of it could have been at all possible if it weren't for people. You see, Sears is people, and the most important person is the Sears customer. The customer is the reason for your being here, and while you're not actually selling, the customer sees evidence of your work every time he enters the store. You'll be working in one of Sears' sales supporting departments. You may be a little unsure as to how important your work is to the eventual sale of merchandise. The answer is, it's vital. There are no unimportant jobs at Sears, just as there are no unimportant people. Every extra effort you make to do a better job, to improve yourself and your ability to handle the work that's given you, will be reflected in all the other areas of your store's operation. You'll find working at Sears a rewarding experience, and to get off to a good start, memorize these few points. 1. Follow the procedure that's been set down for your particular job. The way in which your work should be done, the way you'll be shown, has been developed after years of experience. Learn the guidelines you'll be expected to use, and then use them. 2. Learn everything you can about your job. Study your department's basic training handbook, and if you think you've found a better way to handle your job, tell your department manager about it. Sears wants your suggestions. 3. Cooperate with everyone, whether they happen to be in your department or in one of the others. Working in harmony with each other is the only way to get the job done properly. Oh, and one more thing. Don't let Sears' size fool you. Everyone working for Sears is recognized and valued as a person. Your family and your future are important to Sears management. The people now managing Sears started right where you're starting, by applying for a job. Then, while they were working, they gave their work everything they had to give. If you'll do the same, your future with Sears is bright indeed. Now, if you'll turn this record over, let's get down to cases.
Okay, there you go, side one of this record, Getting Acquainted with Sears. And in the next video, I will present side two. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and more to come later.